What's up, TikTok Nation? So, as most of y'all know, TikTok might be getting banned, but I'm still going to shoot videos off and on until the 19th. If it goes, it goes. But anybody knows me knows that I'm a calendar freak. I always have 4 calendars because I have like one calendar I write dates of like wrestlers, like the entertainment stuff of their birthdays, death anniversary dates, athletes' birthdays and death dates. And on another calendar, I write my friends and family's birthdays, death dates, anniversaries, doctor's appointments. And then I usually have the 2 calendars on the bottom. The 2 calendars on the top are usually every year I have a Bears calendar, usually my Bears calendar and one of my other favorite teams. And then are the ones that I write on. And then on the bottom, I just have 2 calendars just because sometimes there's certain dates I'll write on there, like if I'm going to go somewhere out of town or somebody's got a game coming up. I've been doing calendars on my own. I mean, when I was a kid, parents bought calendars for me, but I have, since about 1996, I've been doing my own calendars. And I've had, back then it was wrestling, back from like in the late 90s, early 2000s, it was usually Bears calendars. It was usually a couple calendars. It was usually a Bears calendar, either like a wrestling calendar or like Sports Illustrated swimsuit model calendars. But since about 2013, I've had 4 calendars I've been doing 4 calendars since about 2012. So we'll just say that's what? Better part of what? So you figure 2012 to 2022 is 10, 23, so 20. So yeah. So a better part of 13 years. Had to figure out, guys. I've had anything from Walking Dead to... I've had a Bears calendar every year since 2012. And since then I've had everything from Walking Dead to Taylor Swift to Marilyn Monroe to one year my girlfriend even got me a Snooki calendar. Because she was a huge Jersey Shore fan. I got into Jersey Shore and I had a huge crush on Snooki, but since about, I'd say 2017, I've done nothing but sporting calendars. I've even had Marilyn Monroe. Like I said, Marilyn Monroe. Since Marilyn Monroe. I've even had Marilyn Monroe and Taylor Swift. But since about 2017, it's been nothing but sports calendars. Some years I couldn't find my teams. I'm a Bears fan, Cubs fan. I'm Bears fan, Cubs fan. Bears, Cubs, Hurricanes for college football, Duke Blue Devils for college basketball, Lakers for NBA, and Blackhawks for hockey. Now last year I had a Bears, Blackhawks, racing. I had a Chicago Bears, Chicago Blackhawks, NASCAR racing. That's a NASCAR track calendar, and I've had a NASCAR track calendar for the last 2 years. And then I had my Duke Blue Devils calendar, which was the first time I ever found one of them. Now this year I looked everywhere you could look for a Duke Blue Devils calendar. Miami Hurricanes calendar, couldn't find one. Cubs, as I was looking for the Cubs, I found a couple of baseball calendars, one of all just Wrigley filled. And then I found 2 calendars that were just baseball filled in general, like they're... The month of January has New York. I believe my birthday which is in July, is the Boston Red Sox. So I went with them. There's 2 different calendars. The one I didn't really care for was just kind of geeky looking. And then, yeah, so this year I changed it up a little bit. And I'll show you what I got. So obviously this year I went with my Chicago Bears calendar, which this year is awesome because my favorite Bears player is my birthday month, which will be Jaquan Brisker. As you can see, a pretty cool looking Bears calendar. And then I went with just the plain old Wrigley Field calendar. And if you go down here, I went with the baseball parks calendar. As you can see, January is New York's MetLife, Citi Field, the home of the New York Mets. And then because I'm a huge fan of hers, I'm not a Hawkeyes fan, but I'm a huge fan of Caitlin Clark. I'm not a huge fan of women's basketball, but I went with the Caitlin Clark calendar. So yeah, that's my 4 calendars I went with this year. I know this video was a little long, but Yeah, that's the 4 colors I went with this year. So I love them. They all look great. So yeah. Anyways, y'all enjoy your day. I'm going to go get some gas in my car and get some money in the bank because I got bowling night. But y'all, peace out. And yeah, deuces all.